The sin of rap music. The sinful nature of rap music is like, it's very interesting. If y'all listen to hip hop, rap, whatever, you guys probably know there is so many genres within the genre alone. You have underground rap, you have trap, you have, I guess, the alternative rap, underground, backpack. I don't even know. There's a lot. Christian rap. There's all that. Me as an artist, I do believe in God. I do believe Jesus Christ is Lord. A lot of the music that I make, I wouldn't say is necessarily Christian. I would say a lot of it is about expressing my emotions, about my feelings, my pretty much my experience in life. But it always relates to God. You know, like not every single song, but majority of the songs relate back to God. And I want to do get to a point where I'm just like very locked in with both of those things together, you know? And it's hard and it's difficult to do. I've been working on this Christian EP for a little bit that I hope to release very soon that I'm excited about. And it was probably one of the hardest things for me to do because I was just attempting to not curse in my music. When it comes to Christian music, bro, like the message is always great, but the delivery is so important. Like you don't want to sound corny, in my opinion. And I think a lot of the music could sound like that, especially to non-believers. The reason why I kind of navigate more to the music I make, where it's like there's some cursing here and there, is reach out to a wider audience, but still be myself. It's kind of in a way where like I guess I'm quote unquote entering the world, but not being part of the world, if that makes sense. And that could be hypocritical. Some people can look at my music like that, and that's perfectly fine. I'm just being real with y'all, you know what I'm saying? So I'm very interested to see what this video is about. It's called The Sin of Rap Music. It's this low-key YouTuber. I'll probably put his channel in the description below. And let's get started.
Now, to make things clear, rap music in itself is not a sin. But when things like murder, drug use, and adultery are rapped about...
Y'all notice, by the way, I stopped the video here when I was talking at first, mainly because that King Von in the beginning was just like, I just couldn't have that. I don't know, I just couldn't do it.
That's when it actually becomes a problem. The same rap music that little kids listen to and end up being influenced by the lyrics, which result in them living up to those lyrics and trying to find their identity in evil men. Thankfully, we also have good influences like Christian rap artists who give all the glory to the Most High God. There are also rap artists who claim to be Christians, but their actions speak otherwise. But that is for a different video. And even if you're not a believer, this video can help you understand the negative effects of rap music. Every single day, sin is being normalized and glorified. And the purpose of this video is to talk about one topic: the evil behind many rap songs and artists. John chapter 3 verse 20 says, "For everyone practicing evil hates the light, and does not come to the light, lest his deeds should be exposed." And look, I'm not here to judge you, but rather educate you on a spiritual and mental level on what...
And I just paused in mid-sentence, but that is a good thing to remember. It's just like, and sometimes I have to remember this myself too, is like the influence in rap music is like, it's scary and it's cool because like it's fire when you see like a whole bunch of people gravitate towards you and they're like, yo bro, this is tough or whatever. But it's like trying to figure out why are they gravitating towards you? Is it because of you expressing your emotions and your feelings and then they just feel the same way? Or you're talking about killing niggas, fucking bitches, and this and that and the third, and now they want to do the same thing. And it's a very important that, like, bro, the youth listens to everything, bro. And I think we forget that, like, what they hear, bro, monkey see, monkey do type shit, you know? But let's continue.
is happening up to the world. How society can easily get manipulated by the devices of Satan.
This is crazy. I've never seen this picture of A$AP Rocky.
There's a dark, deep reason why many rappers release songs, get killed, and people are following to their footsteps just for the same continuous pattern. Ephesians chapter 5 verse 11 says, "And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather expose them." Rap music originally started in the early 70s and began at house and block parties, where everybody would dance and have a good time.
I'm not gonna lie. What verse is
And
this?
have no fellowship. Ephesians chapter 5 verse 11 says, and have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather expose them. Rap music originally started.
I'm gonna remember that because I really like that. And it's funny because, like, when people say when you expose them, shit happens to you, but
in the early 70s.
God got me.
And began at house and block parties where everybody would dance and have a good time. It was considered street art. The music would consist of loud, funky beats and punchlines. Other rappers would often have freestyle battles and duel against each other.
And that sounds like purity. You know what I'm saying? When it's funny because, like, it seems like when rap started, it's like it was just purity. It was just like rhythm, flow, and then some bars, like dun 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 dun. You know what I'm saying? But shit changed, bro.
With their lyrics, it became like some sort of sport, and people would just vibe with it, as it was a fun way to get along with people. Rapping was becoming more popular throughout the years. Even a man named Stephen Wiley actually made the first gospel rap song in 1985, which was actually pretty cool to me.
I have to look that dude up. It says Stephen Wiley.
But in the very same year, 1985, rap music took a very dark turn. Gangster rap was created by a rapper from Philadelphia named Schoolie D, with songs that feature incidents such as sex, drug use, and gunplay. And after his songs, a seed was planted because other rappers started rapping about the same things to even higher extents, with rappers like Ice-T making it to the scene with his controversial album covers and lyrics. Demonic influence is a very real thing, and even if you're not a believer, you can't deny the fact that when you listen to certain songs, it can have an impact on your mood and behavior. Any song that...
And then when I hear shit like this, it's like, I get it, but for me, like, from my experience, bro, like, the only thing I really get is the most like the heartfelt storytelling ones. Those are the ones that get to me, and they actually motivate me to just do better and just lock in. But like, if I'm listening to like, I don't know, like G Herbo, Lil Durk, like all the gangster shit, bro, I just be like, I'm more vibing with the beat more than anything, But it's not the same for everybody.
Whose murder or crime or fornication or things of that matter are a form of satanic practice and worship. I don't care what anybody says. You could be listening to these songs and not take into consideration that you are allowing demonic portals to open and enter your mind. Certain rap artists record their lyrics while under the influence of drugs or alcohol, which means that it isn't really their true self spewing out these lyrics. And
that's something to be mindful of too. So it's like, if your favorite artist is usually off of something, like some sort of substance, that energy and that substance is going through the music, it's going towards you, and that's how you get influenced to do whatever they're doing that's wrong,
As many of us know, drugs are also a demonic door that people open when they use them. As a matter of fact, drugs are used in witchcraft and speaking to demons and conjuring spirits. These songs y'all listen to could be the reason why many of you guys have violent thoughts. And this is not just about rap music, but also heavy metal, rock, you name it. Just anything that contains wickedness spewed out from the power of the tongue. Think of it like this. When you play and listen to music, you are transferring vocal information into your brain. Your words are very powerful, and people overlook that. The Bible says life and death are in the power of the tongue. And this verse is probably the most prominent verse for this video, because what you say can impact someone else's emotions. You can use your words to either motivate somebody or bring them down. Ephesians chapter 4 verse 29 says, "Let no corrupt word proceed out of your mouth, but what is good for necessary edification, that it may impart grace to the hearers." Every idle word spoken, you will be held responsible for those things spiritually and even physically, which is what Matthew chapter 12 verse 30 teaches. So understand there is true power in the tongue, and you can use your tongue to do bad or to do good. The Bible teaches that our tongue can either heal and bless or to curse and destroy.
Going back to me as an artist, right? I would say I have songs where it's kind of like I'm expressing like negative thoughts and emotions, but not in a sense where it's like, oh, like I hope you feel the same. It's more like it's like a diary, bro. Like it's weird. Like to me, my music is kind of like it's like the audio version of a diary for me, a verbal diary, pretty much. I hope people gravitate, understand me through that, and not think like hoping that this shit happens to you too, like, you know. And I don't know, the power of the tongue thing is it's very important. I get that. So
it is so easy to fall into sin just by the words of yourself or somebody else. Proverbs chapter 12 verse 18 reads, "There is one who speaks like the piercings of a sword, but the tongue of the wise promotes health." So be careful with the lyrics you listen to, because even your favorite rap song can be the reason why you're still sinning. Think about the music you listen to, if it is either life or death music. Don't get me wrong, guys. I love music. I love music that revolves around God and His grace. Music that has a holy message to it. This type of music makes me feel joyous and gives me a sense of peace and assurance that I have a good, loving God to worship. This music is based on life. Death music, on the other hand, is contrary to this. You are brainwashing yourself to think that sin is a cool thing. This is a chart of the effects of both good and...
Let's see this. Life music, closer to God, positive thoughts, fixated on righteousness, better mood, healthier lifestyle, longer life. I like that. Death music, conformed by the world. I want to say I'm part of that. Living in sin. I think all of us are living in sin, to be honest. I kind of talk about more like I'm fighting my way out of it, to be honest with you. Depression. Okay. I definitely have that. Anxiety. I have some of that too. Anger. Yeah, I got some of that too. Negative thought patterns. Sure. Hateful. I wouldn't say hateful. I got no hate. And I don't got no hotness in my music. So, I don't know, it's curious. It's very interesting, bro. Because if I take the ones I actually really do like writing about, a lot of it comes from that depression, anxiety, and anger, and the negative thought patterns. But the way I try to use it in my music is more like, this is what I've been going through, or what I've been through, and I'm trying to get out of it. Because even in the same lines I'm talking about this, I'm like mentioning God in the same verse, you know, chorus or whatever. So, I don't know. I don't know. You feel me? I don't know. Maybe I just gotta change something up. It's hard, but, you know.
Pause and take a screenshot if you like. I do believe certain music can make somebody unclean because of the ideas and the thoughts it can put in someone's head. Worldly music can be another form of being conformed by this world. When you listen to death music, you arouse your ears and you are opening doors to something that is not good. It can also put you in a trance-like state to even put an effect on your emotions and behavior. And as I stated earlier, many music is a form of satanic practice, whether the artist who records the music knows it or not. Now I want to discuss the aftermath of many rappers and why they are getting killed.
Why niggas be dying. I don't know about other genres like that, but it feels like in terms of rap, niggas die the most. Like in any genre, bro. I think it's rap, bro. I don't know. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Previously, I brought up a brief history of rap and where it went wrong, and a short summary on the power of the tongue. Many people claim that being a rapper is one of the most dangerous jobs on the planet. And while that has some truth to it, it is because although rappers have gotten out of the hood or stopped doing the crimes that they were doing in the past, their music is based on evil and produces more evil to those who listen to it. Regardless, if they feel like they're doing a good thing, because rap in itself is not a crime, but their music is based on crime, which is sin, and the wages of sin are death. Their music influences others to carry out similar acts of violence and crime. Your past will always catch up to you if you do not repent and believe in the one true Jesus Christ. We all know that God is a jealous God, yet He is so merciful, so compassionate, and so patient towards His creation. But we are not supposed to put anyone or anything above God. These guys recording these songs are spiritually dead, yet people make them their idol. The second commandment is not to make any idol, and that doesn't just mean having statues.
Some of y'all need to hear that.
Or praying to false gods, but this means putting things or people above God. The book of Proverbs chapter 24 verse 1 to 2 reads, "Do not be envious of evil men, nor desire to be with them, for their heart devises violence, and their lips talk of troublemaking." I want to make it clear that I am not against rap music. I am against rap music that promotes sin. Sinful music, as I stated before, is worse than people think. Music is very influential, so make sure you pay attention and put God first. So that is all for today, guys.
Sometimes I wish I had this video to send to my parents because when I was like 17, 18 years old, I performed at a pep rally and Mad Heads was fucking with it. Someone recorded the video. I think they posted it on Facebook or something like that. And somehow one of the students' parents knew it was me and knew my parents, and they told my parents, like, yo, like, well, told my dad specifically, he's like, yo, like, your son is a great artist, like, great performer. And my dad was like, what are you talking about? And that's when they realized I started making rap music, and from there, like, you know, our relationship is fine, but, like, you know, there was always that little division, you know what I'm saying, because of that. And I think it's off the fact that, like, it was the genre of rap, and I was trying to explain to them, like, yo, like, you know, just because it's this genre doesn't mean it's evil or it's a sin. And it just wasn't working out. And then I think it just made me more distant from God at some point. And then I just started doing my own thing. But now I'm in a space where it's like, you know, I feel more closer to God than anything else. And I know I'm not perfect. I still got a lot of things to fix, mentally, spiritually, all that. But I'm present and I'm here. And for me, I'm just very open to say, you know, I am not anywhere close to being perfect. I know I could probably be more appropriate with my language. I just come off very authentic with how I speak, and that's just what I am, who I am at the moment. God says come as you are. So anyone that's trying to get a close relationship with God, bro, come as you are. Don't feel you have to look like you got to look a certain way or got to talk a specific way, bro. Just come to Him. You have your own relationship with Him, and avoid all the people that are going to be like, oh, you know, the judgmental ones, you know what I'm saying? Because Christianity is really known for being judgmental. And if you guys want to judge me, so be it, bro. Only God can, to be honest with you.